Okay, our next tick we're going to talk about is 3.7b. I know what you're thinking. 3.7b, Miss Baxter, that's a third grade teak. Yes, it is. However, it goes over rapid changes to Earth, and these are things that are actually tested upon on your 5th grade science STAR test. So that's the reason we're covering it here today. All right, rapid changes to Earth. There's 3 major ones that we're going to cover. Landslides or mudslides, volcanoes, and earthquakes. Okay, landslides and mudslides, they happened so much this beginning part of 2018 in California. I mean, I think we watched some video footage where people were just in the middle of the night sleeping, 2 o'clock in the morning, boom, next thing I know, they're rafting down a river of mud. I mean, it's awful. Homes were destroyed, lives were destroyed, people never have yet to still be recovered. Pretty traumatic. It usually happens after a lot of rain, okay, and it's just, there's a lot of hills and mountains in California, so when they're all covered with dirt, you know, rain and dirt create mud, it just gets to be so heavy that it just gravity pulls it down, and then it turns into like rivers of mud streams. It does cause large amount of soil to move at once. The causes that can make the mudslides like active or happen, of course we know is heavy rain, and earthquake or volcanoes can actually cause that to happen. And so it has been known to change the way rivers are designed. Okay, it'll naturally reshape a river. Now let's talk about volcanoes. Volcanoes, it increases the air temperature around. It causes bad weather, obviously with all the smog in the air. Lava flows, we haven't really had that problem too much here in America. And it can trigger an earthquake. Volcanoes can actually cause the earth to shake. And then last, let's talk about earthquakes. Earthquakes is shaking of the plate tectonics underground. Oh my gosh, the damages that it causes is outstanding. Just this year, in 2018 alone, Mexico, the central part of Mexico, has had 2 major earthquakes. It causes cracks in buildings and the ground. It can trigger tsunamis. That happened several years ago off of, I can't think of the country. I want to say Indonesia, but I can't think that's right. But tsunamis, it just triggers the ocean to just like turn into one big giant wave and just will cover an island. An earthquake is when large chunks of the earth move. Okay, so there's a fault line, there's a crack in the earth, and it's when 2 plates like this side by side, they shake. Okay, and so that's your rapid changes to Earth.